welcome back to Cityline. With me, I have three individuals who are involved in an exceptional program. And this program is called the Circle of Welcome. And this is a new program to Cityline, and I cannot wait to delve in. So please join me in welcoming Moammar Abugila. You are the Resettlement Director for Lutheran Community Services Northwest. Welcome to Cityline.
Thank you, Amanda. Thank you, and for this opportunity. I'm glad to be here.
It's great to have you here. You also brought with you Abdul Ahmadi. You are the lead case manager for Lutheran Community Services Northwest. Good morning, Abdul.
Thank you. Good morning, Amanda. Thank you very much for having us with you.
Oh, it's fabulous to have you here. And last but certainly not least, Emma Loest, you are the program coordinator for Lutheran Community Services Northwest. Welcome to Cityline, Miss Emma.
Thank you, Amanda. I'm excited to be here.
Great to have you here. So, Moammar, tell me about refugee resettlement services that you provide. What's the vision? What's the mission? What does it do?
Yes. So at Lutheran Community Service Northwest here, we have the program Refugee Resettlement and Placement Program with the abbreviation RNP. So this is a program funded by the government of United States through the Department of State. And the purpose of this program or the vision is to resettle refugees that coming through the process of U.S. admission or United States admission program. So the U.S. government, historically, since 1980, they welcome refugees to United States and to integrate them to their new home here. And this program is providing resettlement and placement services. And so we welcome refugees and we provide them what they call initial or core services, and to integrate them to a new home and to become part of the community. This program is a 3 months period by our agreement with the government to provide the core services. So this is one of the great programs to start, refugee resettlement and placement and integration.
I love that. So for our family at home watching, I'm sure there are a lot of questions. I have a lot of questions. And one of them is, how do you help refugees? You said get settled. What is get settled?
That's a great question. They say it takes a village to resettle a refugee, So the process of resettlement, it starts early, prior of the refugees' arrival. So there would be a lot of coordination and preparation for resources, preparation for community support. So to resettle, that's mean these refugees coming from different place or displaced to a new home. So we try to make this welcoming home for them. It starts by communication if they have relatives here or friends here, to let them know, like, hey, your family is coming and we would like you, work with you how to welcome them. And in addition to that, we start preparing all the services that start from welcoming them in the airport, providing home, housing, affordable housing and furniture, providing them food and cash assistance, schedule an appointment for them for food and cash assistance, for medical services, enrolling their kids for school, enrolling adults for English as a second language programs, help them to get employment services, and more services. So resettlement, this is the core services that I mentioned, some of them, but there are more services. But this is considered the integral or the core services for them to get established.
And Moammar, where do you resettle them? Do you have places already ready, or is there a map? Because of course, we started out saying this takes a village.
Right. Yes. So geographically, so our program physically, we have two offices. We have office here in Tacoma, the main office, and we have what we call satellite office, which is in Snohomish County in Mukilteo. So having these two offices, it means we are geographically resettle family in wide area. So we resettle refugees across Puget Sound area, started from Skagit County up north, Snohomish County, King County, Pierce County, and Thurston County. So we are resettling across these 5 counties. So our refugees throughout these areas. And the reason that we are resettling across this area is for many reasons. Number one, the connection, the families with the U-Star, you call, or there is family or friends, they want to be close to them. And the second is the availability of resources. So we're chasing affordable housing for these families and making more resources available. So we look, where is the location? Where is the places where we can resettle this family? So with this program, we are the only resettlement organization in Washington State that we are, resettling across all these 5 counties. So our refugees are so happy. They are closer to their family. They are closer where they want to be, and services closer to them. So we are around Puget Sound area. We are welcoming and happy to support any families in those areas.
Oh, that is incredible, all the work that it has been done and is being done. Abdul, tell me about your experience as a refugee and helping other refugees to resettle in their new country.
Okay, thank you, Amanda. Yeah, sure. I'm going to start from beginning from Afghanistan. I started working as an interpreter with the U.S. Army forces from 2014 through 2015, which is 10, 11 years. I was saved a lot of life. We were very successful, and most of my work was in the front line. And so finally, because of working too long with the U.S. Army, my life and my family life got in danger. So we applied for SIV, a special immigration visa. And me, my wife, and 5 kids came to the United States on December 2016, and resettled in Washington State, Seattle. So as I came here, I just come through the Lutheran Community Service that I'm working now. So I appreciate, I love the service they did for us. So I did not know a lot of people. I got only one friend. He was busy, could not assist me much, but the Lutheran assistant, case manager, Momor was the case manager there, assist us to resettle. And then since I know English, I speak Dari, and quick I got driving license, bought a car, and I was thinking, let's assist the other client, other refugee, assist the other refugee. So I request to work as a volunteer. I start like my second month on January, I start 2016. Actually, I came on 2015 December, and I start volunteer January 2016 with the Lutheran Community Service. And for 2 months, then I start as a client case manager driver, like from the kid driver as a client assistant. So I was assisting the clients with transportation, with the DSHS, social security, school enrollments, and money services. I was working as a volunteer, and so the success that I receive, I try to share with my other refugee families and assist them through the transportation, language, and many others. And this make me successful, more successful, and then other family got successful and didn't feel that they are not alone, and get good support from us. And I then start working from then after 2 months I start working as a client service driver, then go through case manager, and now I'm case manager lead successfully.
Abdul, talk about when you say that word success, that's exactly what your middle name should be at this point, because that is an incredible story. And I can only imagine the comfort that you must give to other refugees when you say, I've been in your spot, I know what you've experienced, let me help you. Emma, what is co-sponsorship / circle of welcome, and why is it important?
Yeah, so co-sponsorship is when a community group commits to supporting a refugee family with financial, in-kind, and volunteer support. And Circle of Welcome is a co-sponsorship model that connects refugee families with teams of volunteers who provide that support for 1 year. At LCSNW, we actually have 3 different models of Circle of Welcome. So there's a newly arrived model, a post-arrival, and a distant partner model. And while the newly arrived model, which is when a volunteer team, welcomes the family at the airport and is really with the refugee family from their day one in the country, that's often the most common model. However, the post-arrival model and the distant partner models are also great in that they provide the opportunity for families who've been here for a while and are struggling to receive additional support. And it also helps community groups that might be farther away, like for the distant partner model, to still be able to engage with refugee resettlement, even if they're not living in the same areas as our clients. They can still be involved in some capacity. And so co-sponsorship, and especially Circle of Welcome, is a really beautiful way of involving the community in refugee resettlement. Like Momar said, it takes a village. And it's really important because co-sponsorship is a tangible and powerful way that helps the community welcome the stranger. So in addition to providing financial support, it also provides immediate community and sources of friendship for the refugee families, which helps eliminate that, isolation that folks might feel when they're new to a country and don't know very many people. The normal resettlement period is 90 days. And so having ongoing support for 1 year also is immensely beneficial for families as they work to establish themselves in the US, it can be a time-intensive process to get set up in a new country.
I want to say thank you to all 3 of you for really being the definition of compassionate Tacoma. This is what we do so well. And coming off of years of sadness when we think about refugees coming to this country, it's so wonderful to hear about this program and the welcoming arms and the grace and the love and the safety that you provide to people who want this way of life. I can't say thank you enough. And I want to have you back on, and I want you to bring, if you can, one of those family members with you. I think it would be fun to give them a little chit chat. So thank you so much for being here today. We have much more to come on Cityline. Don't go away. We'll be right back after this quick break.